Hello everyone, how are you doing? I am doing excellent. Because yesterday, Kakashi arrived. And I have long been awaiting his arrival. Well, not a long time, but I have been awaiting it. And I am very pleased with this purchase. Those of you who have watched some of the videos in this series know that I love me some Kakashi. And now I can have some Kakashi every day. This episode is a filler, but I was told by one of you that it's a legendary one and I should react to it. Thank you for the advice.
Kakashi-Sensei's real face! Yeah!
The beginning of this episode is very funny. I like how enticed they are by the idea that there's some extreme aspect to Kakashi's face, like really big teeth or really big lips. And they lean into the fact that as the audience, we all want to know what's underneath Kakashi's mask. It has been 101 episodes, and we do not have even a glimpse, not even a peek of what Kakashi looks like without his mask on.
Well, this is out of the ordinary.
Here, thanks for waiting.
The three of you treating me to lunch? I wouldn't be surprised if it snowed on me.
I like how Kakashi immediately suspects they're up to something because they're offered to buy him ramen. And he runs through a bunch of different scenarios for how they could be pranking him. But surely a ninja of Kakashi's caliber would not fall for any of those pranks. So they convince him they have no ulterior motives, and they watch very closely to see what's under the mask. But Shikamaru and his team choose that exact moment to interrupt. And they miss the moment when Kakashi takes down his mask to eat his ramen. Kakashi really did eat that food very quickly, and if he's not careful, he's going to give himself indigestion. Or at least that's what my mom told me when I would eat my food too fast. Is that a true fact? I don't know. But either way, he should slow down and enjoy his meal more. They try as a team and separately to find some way to see Kakashi without his mask. They keep trying to follow him, but Kakashi moves like a ninja, It's like he's constantly aware that someone might be following him, even if he's not aware that they are following him, and I kind of like the idea of that. I mean, if you think about it, right, Kakashi has been a Chunin, right, since he was like 6. That's his entire existence has been in ninja mode, right? So he just moves in the world differently than everybody else. And while Sasuke is following him, we get a little peek into what is actually in these books.
Forlorn, Junko fell on him. I'm losing you, and in doing so, I am lost.
Okay, so that does sound quite romantic, so that makes me think these are kind of sweet romance novels, but then the fact that they're written by Jiraiya makes me think that they must not be. And as Team 7 heads out on a mission, some old enemies of Kakashi show up. Seems like he got in the way of some rather terrible romantic intentions.
No means no!
Look, it doesn't matter how you slice it. I don't think the lady's interested. Rejection hurts, but what can you do?
Okay, so he does give some solid advice, but I don't like that he was just hanging out in the bushes like that, Kakashi. But then he probably just, he saw or he heard a woman screaming and then went to go see. Yeah, I'm sure that's it. He was just being stealthy ninja to see what the situation actually was before intervening. Yeah, my Kakashi.
Hey, come on, little help over here! Seriously, I'm pretty scared of heights!
I'll take you back to the village.
Darling, where are you?
I don't understand that choice to cut to like the horse pooping. Is it to suggest that they performed so badly it's a horse shit? Maybe that's it. I think that's it. And I like how in this guy's telling of the story, he sees Kakashi as this like Casanova figure and he steals the lady away. So these ninjas put a drug in the food that will make Kakashi hiccup to death, which is just such a crazy thought. He flips over the table to stop Naruto from throwing an entire pot of tea in his face. and that ruins the food, which was drugged by those Moya ninjas. My oh my, what a ridiculous series of events. So now they're going to use a drug that will make him laugh to death. And where do they get these drugs from? And of course, everyone fails and Kakashi comes out on top.
What are you hiding under that mask?
What? You want to know what's behind my mask?
Yeah.
You should have just said so in the first place. Behind this mask
Behind that mask?
is another mask. Pretty cool, huh?
I like that reveal. What's under the mask? Another mask. That's exactly the kind of thing that I'd expect Kakashi to do. Like if he knew how much they wanted to see under his mask. What's under my mask? Another mask. Or even him being like a very prepared ninja. Like, I have to have another mask under my mask in case the outer mask gets damaged. Oh well. Well, today is not the day that we see under Kakashi's mask, but it's okay. He looks nice with the mask. So I had recorded just a short reaction to this entire filler arc, but the whole video ended up being so long that I decided to just cut it out. I hope that's cool. Also, some of my video clips look kind of bad because I think the camera was focusing on Kakashi's face instead of my face, so I'm sorry about that, but at least Kakashi is looking real clear. We begin with Sasuke looking very depressed in the hospital and Sakura taking care of him and being very cheery. Shikamaru is the only Genin to be promoted to Chunin because the proctors and judges were just so impressed by his performance, and I'm really pleased for him.
You know, even a guy who's as lazy as you are somehow seems respectable all of a sudden.
It doesn't suit you.
It's not that funny.
Funny or not, let's have a toast and celebrate Shikamaru's outstanding promotion to Chunin.
Look at that blush, how sweet. I love it when a character is really earnest. Choji and Ino begin to fight and Shikamaru quietens them down. Look at him already being a good leader. Asuma is a little bit concerned about his team overall. What with one being vulgar, the other being short-tempered, and the other being famously lazy, maybe they won't make a very good team, and I get that, but I think they're going to be okay. Ino tells Choji she's on a diet because she has to look nice for the guy she likes, and she's thinking of Sasuke, and like, Sasuke doesn't even see her. Sasuke only sees Sakura because Sakura is in his team. Whatever Kunoichi was going to be in Sasuke's team was going to be the one that he would care for or be aware of in any kind of way. Everybody else is nothing to him. He's very focused. He's got no peripheral vision in terms of like society, right? Choji gives Shikamaru some compliments and he's just like, I'm just being me, and so you should just be you and live your life. Don't worry so much about what everyone else thinks. And isn't that the best thing, is to just be yourself and somehow it all goes well and it all works out for you? That's the dream. We see Sasuke being tormented and angry and directing all of that emotion to Naruto. And then we see Orochimaru directing his ninjas to go after the Leaf Village. I wasn't expecting to see Orochimaru again so soon. I expected him to be too busy finding, I think it was the elixir of life, to fix his arms, but I am glad to see him. You know, when he's there, that means that something interesting is going to happen. Lee and Tsunade are preparing to go through with the operation. I like that she lets him know that quitting is an option. I sometimes think that adults aren't always looking out for the well-being of the child and ninjas, but she's actually taking care of him as a person and not just as a ninja.
It is my dream. What can I say?
Such ambitious children seem to come from this village. Sarutobi-sensei, I can see you were a magnificent Hokage.
And now she's feeling all pumped up for the surgery. Tsunade is really getting inspired by all of these young Leaf ninjas. I wonder if she regrets not returning to the village sooner. In the hospital, Sasuke is thinking of all the cool things that Naruto has done so far and growing increasingly resentful. And you know, Itachi really said some harsh things to him.
Wanna try one?
I want you to fight me. Fight me now.
What? We're in a hospital. You just got patched up by Grandma Tsunade.
Do you really think you saved me? I don't care if she's the 5th Hokage. You shouldn't have gotten her involved in this.
What?
Sasuke can just be so rude sometimes. Sakura went out of her way to do something nice for him, and now there's apples all over the floor, and this is a hospital. And what does he mean? Naruto shouldn't have brought Tsunade into all of this. He would still be in a coma if it wasn't for Tsunade. He could not recover from the Tsukuyomi on his own. And so Naruto accepts his challenge, and Sakura, as we can all imagine, is quite upset. They head up to the roof to fight, and I hope they don't dirty all these clean sheets. It's clear from Sasuke's flashbacks and some of the things he's saying that he's upset that his brother wanted Naruto and not him. Like I said before, someone tell him about the fox so he understands why.
Hey, don't talk nonsense, you inept loser!
I won't be such a loser after I win today, will I?
An idiot like you has no business acting all high and mighty! There's no reason to put it on. 'Cause you won't be able to make a scratch on my forehead.
That's not the point! Come on, you know putting your headband on is a testament to fighting on equal terms as a leaf shinobi!
You don't honestly believe that we're equals.
All this time, I've never once thought that I was inferior to you in any way!
Okay, so Sasuke is saying some really hurtful things to Naruto. He always has called him a loser, but now he's like, you're weak, you're nothing, how dare you think you're like me? And it's because of the things that Itachi said. Itachi, like, rejected Sasuke, right, in favor of Naruto, in Sasuke's mind. And so now, it's like, why would he want this pathetic loser? But he doesn't know. Somebody needs to tell him about the nine-tailed fox so he can understand what's going on. And I can imagine that in Sasuke's mind, in order to believe that he could actually defeat Itachi after what Itachi did, like the strength that is required to do what Itachi did, in order to believe that he could actually defeat Sasuke, in order to believe he could actually defeat Itachi, he would have to hype himself up. He would have to believe in his own strength. He would have to aggrandize himself in order to believe he could actually accomplish this goal. And in the process of doing that, comparing himself to Naruto, putting Naruto down, and always having thought low of Naruto. So now if Naruto is stronger than him in accomplishing all these big things, what does that say about him? So he's having like an identity crisis, and like it's very layered. And I understand, but Naruto does not deserve this treatment. Sasuke is being so superior and really just nasty. And Naruto has been being his friend. Like, he was visiting in the hospital. In his mind, they're all friends now. And then Sasuke goes and behaves this way and says all of these just mean things.
You're a complete embarrassment!
Only because next to me you're embarrassed at how weak you are! Isn't that right, Sasuke?
Naruto!
Sasuke!
Don't get cocky and let your guard down!
Naruto makes so many clones, and Sasuke takes several of them out before Naruto tries and fails to do the Uzumaki Barrage.
Uzumaki Barrage! A tiger seal!
Huh? Fire style! Fireball jutsu!
Okay, so it's also very intense that Sasuke would use that kind of attack against Naruto. So much flame, that level of flame, and the sheets. Does he not care about the sheets? This is a hospital. But he could seriously injure Naruto by using that kind of attack. Fire. Fire is a serious attack to use. Why would he do that?
Chidori! 1,000 birds!
Please, stop got this!
I'll win no matter what! I'm not finished with you yet!
I can't believe they're actually using the Rasengan and the Chidori against each other. As far as I understand it, those are very, very serious techniques. Sasuke was practicing the Chidori on boulders. You want to boulder, Naruto? I didn't expect the fight to have this much animosity in it. That is making my chest tight. You know, I've been feeling uneasy from the moment they got onto the roof, and I realized that the music cues as well are like bad guy music cues. I'm pretty sure the music that is playing during this fight is the same music that was playing when it was Itachi and the shark guy. What was his name? Kisame? And the shark guy versus Kakashi, Asuma, and Kurenai. It's the same music, I'm pretty sure. And that is good guy fighting bad guy music. So, Sasuke, bad guy? And Sakura, sensing the animosity or intensity between the boys, begins to run to stop the fight. And man, I hope they can stop in time. If they hurt her, they're really gonna feel bad about it. And of course, we don't get to see the results right away. Instead, we see the sound ninjas arriving at the Leaf Village, and they make a comment that the security is really lacking. And why is it so lax? They just got attacked like the other day.
Damn! Can't stop!
Thank goodness Kakashi arrived just in time. I was genuinely worried that they would hurt not each other but Sakura. I thought that they would hurt an innocent third party and that's what would make them snap out of it. But thank goodness Kakashi arrived in time. I was actually like tense and I was like, oh please Kakashi, and then he did arrive to stop them. But just before he arrived, we had that one of them was like damn and the other one was like can't stop. So that means that as they were attacking each other with these powerful attacks, they had moments of regret and realizing that they did not want to hurt each other this badly and wishing they could take it back, but being unable to because it was already in progress. So that is a positive sign. But now, how do you come back from that? And also, Kakashi saw Naruto use the Rasengan for the first time. I hope that he'll give his student props for learning such a high-level jutsu technique. Right now, he scolds Sasuke and Naruto for being so intense when fighting each other.
What were you thinking? Were you really going to kill him, Sasuke? You've really got to watch this sense of superiority you have. That Chidori. It was not the size you'd aim at a comrade from the Leaf Village.
So Sasuke was like attacking him. Jeez, man. And Kakashi is wondering if meeting up with Itachi caused this, and of course it did. And then Sasuke sees what the Rasengan actually did to the water tower. And oh man, Sasuke really thought that he had the more powerful attack because of the tiny hole, and he looked quite smug when he saw that small hole. It's really time for him to know about the nine-tailed fox inside of Naruto, so he can understand part of the reason why Naruto has had this sudden increase in ability. And of course it is due to his hard work and his determination. That's the only way that he would have done the Rasengan, is from his own hard work. But part of that is learning to access the power of the nine-tailed fox, which is what Jiraiya taught him to do. And I feel like just understanding that might help him deal with all of this a lot better. Or maybe he'll think of putting a spirit inside of him so he can get stronger. Now, like, Sasuke is just not in a good headspace, right? I don't know what they're gonna do to help him. I hope that Kakashi can find the right words. The Sound Ninja successfully infiltrated the Leaf Village again. Kakashi-Sensei certainly has his hands full with Sasuke, and it's clear that Naruto is deeply hurt, and I'm sure he's confused by Sasuke's aggression. They were getting along so well before all of this. Damn it, Itachi! He ruined the bromance! And I hope that one of Naruto's senseis will be able to find the words to comfort him.
You don't think maybe he's a little young to be handling that jutsu? After all, he could have killed Sasuke.
Aren't you a fine one to talk? Teaching the Chidori to someone like Sasuke. I knew he was a hothead, but I never imagined he'd be willing to use a jutsu that powerful against a comrade from his own village.
Both Kakashi and Jiraiya are not one to talk. You gotta throw Guy in there as well. Teenagers are famously emotional and rash, and the three of them are like, I know, let's teach these teenagers, these young teenagers, extremely powerful attacks that could kill someone quite easily, and just trust them to have good judgment. Ah, man. Who teaches the senseis to be senseis?
When you think about it, their relationship isn't much different than the one you had with Orochimaru. To Naruto, Sasuke is a comrade and a rival at the same time. In fact, it's the competition between them that keeps him going. That's why he won't stand for it when Sasuke tries to belittle him.
Kakashi compares the dynamic between Sasuke and Naruto to Jiraiya's with Orochimaru, and I wonder if he realized the significance of that comparison. Orochimaru is kind of an evil, crazy bad guy now, and I don't think it's Naruto that's heading in that direction. So perhaps not the best comparison, it's not the one that we would strive for.
As far as Naruto's concerned, what you and I think doesn't matter. There's only one person whose approval he really cares about: Sasuke. It's hard for Sasuke to watch Naruto's strength and skills develop at such an astonishing rate. He's come along so fast, Sasuke must feel like he's standing still.
Well, if that is what Naruto wants, he could be waiting for a long time, because I do not see Sasuke giving it to him anytime soon. Unless Naruto can interpret the fact that Sasuke wants to challenge him at all as a kind of approval. He's acknowledging that he's strong by wanting to fight him and defeat him, right? But I'm sure Naruto wants to hear those words, that we are on the same level, especially because he's heard the words from Sasuke that we are not on the same level. How dare you step up to me? You're just some loser. That's really horrible. But Naruto is very long. I think there's still 500 more episodes left, so we'll get there eventually. Oh.
It can be hard work maintaining a rivalry.
Well, it's not a very healthy rivalry. It's time I gave somebody a talking to.
Right, I'll leave Naruto to you then.
And then Kakashi-Sensei gives Sakura some encouraging words, so she starts to feel better. But then Naruto tells her to stay out of this thing between him and Sasuke, so now she feels bad again. It must be terrible that Sasuke refuses to acknowledge him, and he felt like they were becoming friends, and now all of this happens, and for him it feels like it's from nowhere. Kakashi finds Sasuke and ties him down so he can give him a lecture without the boy running away.
Let it go. You've got to forget about revenge.
What?
You'll only tear yourself apart. And even if you succeed and you get your revenge, what will you have then? Nothing. Emptiness.
Maybe if I was to kill the most important people in your life, everyone who's ever meant anything, maybe then I'd listen to you. Because maybe then you'd have some idea how I feel.
Everyone you're talking about has already been killed. You're not the only one who knows what it's like to lose somebody.
So this is confirmation that Kakashi has had a very sad story and that he's lost a lot of people, which I guessed from how often he visits the memorial. But at the same time, he can definitely empathize with Sasuke, but I truly think that no one can understand the scale of the loss that Sasuke experienced. His clan was huge. He lost most of the people that he knew. He went through his own natural disaster, right? The fact that he can still be a person is like a miracle in itself, right? I genuinely don't know what anyone could say to help him, to truly help him.
Still, we're not all that bad off. At least you and I have been lucky enough to find new comrades to help fill the void. It's not a power to be used against your comrades, or to seek vengeance.
Okay, so this is definitely the right track to take. I may have underestimated Kakashi's ability to empathize with him. It's better to focus on what we have gained and what the future could hold rather than what we have lost and the pain of that. I hope that Sasuke can really take that to heart. I don't know if it will be so easy for him to switch his fuel, right? He is fueled by his desire for revenge and his desire to become stronger. That is what drives him. That's what makes him be able to function in the world. How easy or how difficult would it be for him to switch to allow himself to be fueled by something else? I hope that Kakashi will be able to guide him in this journey, but I have a feeling it's going to be a bit roundabout for young Sasuke. I appreciate Kakashi being a little vulnerable with Sasuke. He could give a little more, but he's already given much more than he has so far. And I like that he says his piece and then gives him some space. Sasuke has a lot to think about, and it's clear that he regrets the way he behaved towards Naruto. Team 7 is really going through an emotional time. Sakura goes to see Naruto, and I am a little bit surprised. I really thought she'd go looking for Sasuke. She seems to blame the curse mark for Sasuke's behavior, and I do not. And Sasuke himself is just feeling so torn. He doesn't know if he should focus on his friends and making a new life, or on his revenge, which has been fueling his life and giving it meaning for the past couple of years. And this is when the sound ninjas make their move. Apparently Orochimaru sent 4 of his minions because making Sasuke feel weak benefits him, because he offers strength. They attack and he handles himself quite well, but they were doing that substitution jutsu wood thing. So the fight isn't over yet.
Before we go another round, I should warn you. You might want to think about it. I'm in a really bad mood.
Sasuke shows off his taijutsu skills with the sound ninjas, and you can tell he's enjoying flexing his ability. I imagine it feels good after feeling so down on himself. But these sound ninjas have many tricks up their sleeves, and that one guy has 6 arms, so many sleeves.
Let's have a little music, shall we?
Doh!
What the?
So far the sound jutsu have been quite powerful, so it's interesting to see more. The sound attack against Sasuke continues, and they've got Sasuke right where they want him, but he's a very talented ninja and it will not be so easy for them. Meanwhile, Naruto takes Sakura to the ramen joint and he's trying to be all upbeat. His usual self. Sakura tells Naruto about the curse mark, and now finally Naruto has the full story. He tells Sakura about his experience with Orochimaru and how powerful he is. He also tells her not to worry, because Sasuke wouldn't ever make a deal with a guy like that. He's good enough on his own. And I wonder if those are words he actually believes, or he's just trying to comfort Sakura. Cutting back to the fight, Sasuke's attack didn't land on this grey-haired sound ninja. They reiterate Orochimaru's offer to give him strength, and they're very mean and hostile about it. If I was Sasuke, I wouldn't want to go with them. Seems like a bad time. He uses the curse mark for strength, and we learn that he's not the only special one.
Come on now, you didn't really think you were Lord Orochimaru's only pet, did you? One shouldn't use the curse mark so recklessly, kid. Although, it doesn't really look like you've got much of a handle on it, do you?
But now I wonder if Kabuto has one of those curse marks as well. Does Orochimaru give that to everyone? I would also like to know more about what the curse mark actually is. Is it like a spell? where does the strength that the curse mark offers come from? Does it come from Orochimaru? Does it come from some other source? Is it like a spirit or like a demon like Naruto has? Very interesting though. I am engaged, and I want to learn more about the Sound Ninjas and Orochimaru and all of them. And I know that if Sasuke joins them, that would be a way to find out more about them, but I don't want him to go. You know, when I first started watching Naruto, my brother said to me when Sasuke leaves the village, and then I was like, no more, I don't want any spoilers. And I thought that Sasuke would leave the village to just go challenge strong ninjas to go on like walkabout or something like that. I didn't think he would leave the village under these circumstances, that he would join someone like Orochimaru and these Sound Ninjas.
In exchange for the curse's power, you will be tethered to Lord Orochimaru. All semblance of freedom will be lost to you. What is your purpose in this life? To stay here in this backwater village? Surely you haven't forgotten Itachi Uchiha?
Sever your ties to this pathetic place. If you can do that, there will be no limit to the power you can wield.
Okay, so their first approach to getting him to go with them was just beating him up, and they were not doing a very good job. But they found their footing, and they knew exactly what buttons to push to convince Sasuke to go with them to the Sound Village. I think I know now that Sasuke is going to go with them to the Sound Village. That is depressing. I did not think that Sasuke would join an evil organization. I didn't see that one coming. And I do wonder, how much convincing will Sasuke require? Is this enough? Is he going to go with them now? Or does more need to happen? I'm curious to see how exactly things will unfold for Sasuke. It's very impactful to have the leaves falling down like this. Very atmospheric. I did not expect him to have such a scary, evil expression on his face. He's going with them now, isn't he? Sasuke! He looks like he's just decided to give in to the dark side. Sakura gets a bad feeling. Her Sasuke intuition is going off. She spent so much time thinking about him and studying him that she's just attuned with him on some other level. We see Sasuke in his room with his backpack on, staring at the photo of his team and turning his back on them. Sakura heads him off on the only road out of the village. She confronts him, asking him why he's never opened up to her, and he responds in typical Sasuke fashion.
You've never shared a single thing.
Why should I have to tell you anything? Just keep your nose out of my business. It's none of your concern.
I mean, he's not obligated to open up to Sakura just because she's his teammate or even because she has feelings for him. But he should open up to someone, right? That's just what people do. That's our humanity. We make connections, we open up, we be vulnerable. Sakura reminisces on their journey so far, on their journey as a team, how it's been difficult and also so much fun. She warns him against the pursuit of revenge, how it brings nothing but pain.
I'm not the same as you. I'm traveling a path the rest of you can't follow. I know that the four of us have worked together. And for a while, I thought I could take that road instead. But in the end, I've decided on revenge.
And that hurts my heart, that for a while that there was a time where he thought, oh, maybe I can do this thing. Maybe I can be part of this team and life can go in this direction. Or maybe he thought the two paths could be the same, that he could get stronger with them and then pursue his revenge. But now he's been presented with a situation in which those two paths are opposing, or he's making them be opposing, because Like Kakashi-Sensei has taught him the Chidori, like he can get stronger with them. It will just be slower, and it won't be like as intense in that the kind of attacks that Orochimaru could teach him, or the kind of jutsu that Orochimaru is exploring, it would be more like evil than something that Kakashi would teach him, right? And so he wants that path because that path is faster and would offer him more power.
You told me that day how painful a thing solitude can be. I understand that pain now. I have a family and friends. But if you were gone, Sasuke, it would be the same thing for me as being all alone.
So I really don't like that she made this comparison, that she's trying to say that she understands how Sasuke feels because if he leaves, she'll be all alone. If I was Sasuke, I would actually be angry. Like, how can you possibly compare those two things? He lost everyone. Everyone. His entire clan. A huge clan. And she's comparing it to, like, the boy she likes leaving. Maybe he won't be angry, but I feel angry on his behalf. Is she saying that she'd rather all of her friends and family died and Sasuke stay than she'd feel just fine? But at the same time, this is exactly the kind of thing that a 13-year-old girl would say, right? This is why Romeo and Juliet were like 13 and 14 years old, right? This is how they behave. So I can forgive that.
If you would only be with me, I promise I'd never let you regret it. I can give you happiness. I'll do anything for you, Sasuke. I'm begging you, don't walk away! And if you can't, then take me with you, Sasuke.
You haven't changed. You're still annoying. Sakura. Thank you for everything.
Oh man. Thank you for everything is a good response. He tried to make it lighthearted with the "you're still annoying," but thank you for everything is quite heartfelt. And she really did take care of him. Every time that Sasuke was in the hospital or when he was injured, she really took care of him quite well. And now that I think about it, perhaps I didn't give Sasuke enough credit for how much that would have meant to him. Like, I can imagine that he hasn't had that much caretaking in that kind of way since his family died, and perhaps Sakura giving that kind of care to him was very meaningful, even though he never ever said it. This kind of suggests that it was that for him. I thought that maybe Sasuke would need more convincing, or need something else to happen before he left the Leaf Village, but no. He's gone. He's left.
So what's with the change in attitude?
It had already been decided that the moment you abandoned the village, you would become our new leader.
So I was not expecting that. Is there a new leader? Do they realize that he's 13 years old? Doesn't matter. But what are Orochimaru's plans for Sasuke? That he's automatically made him their new leader? What's going on? Man. Naruto got me hooked.
Like I care. Let's go.
So this is where I'm going to end this video. I mean my video. These couple of episodes were much more emotionally taxing than I was expecting, but follows along with the narrative quite well. I really feel bad for Sasuke, that he feels like this is the only way forward. I think that he does have a soft heart instinctually or naturally, but because of this whole revenge thing, he's forced himself into this mold that is more like a bad guy. Oh, Orochimaru is not the person you want to align yourself with. He is not someone you can rely on. Like, he will betray anybody, kill anybody. And he wants to take Sasuke's body, if I'm not mistaken. Is that how he's going to get his arms back? No, he can't perform any jutsu. Oh my gosh, I really look forward to seeing what's going to happen. I thought maybe Sasuke would require more pushing before he actually left the Leaf Village. But I can also see why he wouldn't, because for him this is his whole life. All this stuff of revenge, of needing to become stronger because of Itachi is not new. He's been thinking about it. Team 7 and Naruto and Kakashi and Sakura, all of that stuff is new. So it's easier to leave all of that behind, right? Ah, good stuff, good story, good storytelling. So, okay. That's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Kayla. See you in the next one. Bye.